guys, this is Jan Mata with stampingwithmyfriends.blogspot.com, and today I wanted to share some tips with you on how I choose the photos for my albums. I usually do a chronological, which is a week in review is what I have started doing once I got caught up, but I'm going to share my albums with you to show you that if you've not caught up, what you can do to give you some ideas. So first off, let me start with what I'm doing now. So right now what I am doing is I am doing a week in review. I don't do a picture a day. I do a picture, several pictures throughout the week on my iPhone, and I just print them off and I put them in my album, and that way I have a week in review for that particular week. So I like that. I don't like to be so regimented to where I have to take a picture every single day. I also will not take several pictures of the same thing. Sometimes I will take maybe 2 or 3, and sometimes I'll put them in other albums, and sometimes I will put them in this album. So as you see right here, this is a perfect example. This is our trip to get ice cream. So because my son was making a funny face, I did add both of those as well as me. So that kind of gives you an idea with that. You can do, instead of a week in review, you can do a month in review. You can do a year in review. You can do everyday things like this right here. You don't have to do special events, holiday celebrations. You can take a picture of a pile of shoes. You can take a picture of your dogs in their bed. You can take a picture of the dog food while you're feeding your dogs. I mean, literally, you can take pictures of anything. It does not have to be birthdays, celebrations, Christmas, holidays, all of that. You can take pictures of every single thing. And the reason why I like Project Life so much is because before I only took pictures of birthdays, holidays, and trips. So this really gives me the opportunity to do every single day things. So here are some examples of some everyday things, just like this right here. Here's my grandson in the back seat of the car. Here is traffic. This is not something that I would normally take pictures of, so I really like the way that the Project Life albums lend that opportunity to you to do that. So this is my weekly album. I do it every single week. I like to do it every week because that way I know that I can stay on top of it, but you do not have to do what I do. I made this right here. It's just a little insert that I'm going to put in here where I can add just a little more pictures. It's just one of those memory files from Heidi Swap. You can put pictures here, 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 and here. These all lift up. But that kind of gives you, if you have a lot of special events going on in that particular week, I may add something like this right there, you know, into that particular week. So let me show you what I originally started with. I started with 23 years. I know you guys have heard me say several times, 23 years of scrapbooking, and I finished it in like 3 to 4 weeks. So this is what I did. So this is not done chronologically. This is not done just on one particular child. It's not done in one particular year. It's not done with any rhyme or reason. It's just getting those pictures in this album, and that is the most important thing. So as you see, I just threw all of these pictures in my albums when I started, and that way I could journal whatever memory it was. Like I knew this was about my first ballet recital. I put that in there. This I knew was my first Easter. I put that in there. But as you can see, I was 2 here and I was 10 here. So no rhyme or reason to this. The main focus was just getting the pictures in the album. That is just so important. Now you can do special events, and that is what I did here. Is I did our wedding, and again, it's in the same album. And I just did this right here. There was no before, you know, following it throughout. It was just every single picture I had from our wedding, I just put it in the Project Life album. So as you can see right here, this is us talking to the minister afterwards. And then this over here is our kiss before. And this over here is us afterwards. So as you can see, I don't chronologically do my older photos. So that gives you really good ideas on how to get your pictures out of the boxes and into albums. I'll just come over here, jump ahead. You'll see over here that I have my children. And this right here is my son over here This right here is him when he was 2. Obviously, he was older. This is just showing you no chronological order. And then this right here is with him as a baby. So I really cannot stress that there is no right or wrong way to do Project Life. I know a lot of people feel intimidated. They're not sure of what it is and how to get started. And so that's why I'm giving you guys all of these ideas to help you. Now, if I do have extra pictures of certain things, I have started making, these are a 6x8 album that Stampin' Up! Has. They sell for $9.95. And so any extra pictures I have, I've been putting in here because obviously if I've taken a picture of it, if it's a good picture, I don't want to get rid of it. I want to share it. So I've been doing 2 albums for the grandparents and then 3 for the children, and that way everybody has pictures. Do they all have the same picture? No, because it depends on what child is, which one, and then which grandparent is which. And that way I'll know what pictures I actually want to add. So as you can see, there are just several pictures in here. This is the grandparents album. Just, several pictures. No rhyme or reason. Not a whole lot of journaling, as I've shown you before on the grandparents albums. You also, if you want to do a child's album, I know a lot of people are very regimented on getting their children's album and they like to put every single thing in there every single month. I don't do that. I like to get the kid in the album. Will this be the only thing I put in the child's album? No. This right here is me and my mom in my son's album because I happen to be pregnant with him. This is my grandson, which is not this child's son. So I just know that he would like a picture of his nephew. This is the other son, which is his brother. This is him when he was getting ready to go into the Marines. These are just some funny pictures while he was gone. My dad when he was a Marine. So as you can see, there's no pictures of just the child. No pictures of just the child's memory. It's pictures of everyday life that the child may want to have in his book. This right here is my husband and I when we were young. And then this right here is my son again. So as you can see, it's just a really fun way. It is not so regimented that it's not fun because Project Life is supposed to be fun. And then here is another thing I've done. I think this is really fun. I'm going to do, this probably holds about 36 pages depending on how you embellish this. And this is all of Stampin' Up's new seasonal snapshot Project Life. So what I've decided to do is I am going to do for Thanksgiving, you know how we go around the table and we say what we're thankful for? So because I have the capabilities to take pictures at home, I plan on taking a picture of each person that sees us during Thanksgiving Day, and then I plan on putting their picture in this album. And as you can see, it just says Thankful for Thanksgiving 2014, and every person will be put in the 4x6, and they will be able to write down here at the bottom what they're thankful for. You can do this for Christmas. You can do just a Christmas album. You could do just a Halloween album. You could do just birthday albums. So if your child is, newborn all the way to age 18, you could put them in some type of album like this just so they can reflect back on all their birthdays. So I thought this was a really fun idea. So I hope that you enjoy that. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at stampinwithfriends@gmail.com, and have a great day, guys. Thanks.